Hey everybody, Steve X here, and I'm bringing you a version 2 of my video on how to defeat the bloater and enemies in the Pittsburg hotel basements. I have an existing video on here. I've got a fair amount of views on here. I think it's this is a part a lot of people get stuck on. Here we are receiving entering the basement for the first time. It's when you're in the Pittsburg hotel in the flooded basement. Now, the trick here is you do not want to start this generator yet. You want to scout this area because getting the starting the generator is what triggers the enemies. Now I do have another video on here, and I was playing that on PS3 on difficulty of normal, in which case you can scout the entire area, pick up the key card and everything, and the enemies will show up when you pull the cord. Not so if you're playing on hard difficulty. Again, this is the remastered version PS4, and I'm playing on difficulty of hard. So on this difficulty, they are going to show about half of them, 3 runners, are going to show up when you when you pick up the key card. So plan accordingly. Here I am in the room, the office room where the key card is. And I'm still crouching because I could hear some enemies, and I can't tell if they're going to come out before this or not. But so here we are. We picked up the key card, and if you do your listen, look around, and I accidentally turned the flashlight off. I thought that would stop them from coming in, but no, you can't hide or anything. They basically know where you are, and they're going to chase after you. And I wasn't expecting that, so I took a couple licks taking them out, but I did. It was kind of sloppy, so that's why I just kind of skipped that part. And then if you go upstairs all the way to the edge, make sure you trace your route where you want to go to the door. You'll see here's the door, it's locked. And you need to start the generator to power the control panel so that you can swipe the card. So now we're going to go back to the generator. Now, the main trick here, it's a little different. I found another technique that's a little different than the other video that I have, but to do this, what's going to happen when you pull this, you're going to get flanked by probably one enemy upstairs is going to come from the top here. Now again, this only works if you have explosives. Now what I actually ended up using was 2 nail bombs and 2 Molotovs. I do like to save my explosives whenever possible for these big enemies, so that's why I was able to have these available here. So what I'm going to do is go upstairs, and in this doorway, this is where one of the runners is going to try to flank you. As long as you have, and I don't even think you need 2. You can get by with just the 1. I only actually needed the 1. But put 1 right in that doorway, and then when you're downstairs, if you're just hanging out downstairs, then this will take out the runner that tries to flank you from upstairs. And if you can put a second one there, but do make sure that they are a decent distance apart. You see, that's probably about 10-15 feet apart. If they're real close together, blowing up one will cause the other to blow up, and then you pretty much just wasted a nail bomb for no reason. Now, I'm going to make sure all my weapons are loaded. Everything's ready to go. I've got probably my hunting rifle. That's a good, powerful one. On difficulty of hard, if you use 2 bombs or 2 Molotovs on a bloater, you will then need at least 1 gunshot to finish him off. They're pretty tough. But now I know the bloater is going to come out that door right there to the left of the generator. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over here. I'm going to start the generator. And then I'm just going to do a couple of explosives here. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get it started. And 1 more. Okay. Now it started. Now quickly get to the bottom of the ramp. Do not go up the ramp. That will cause a lot of the enemies to run behind and flank you. Now you can see the bloater over there coming this way. Now what you want to do is start with a Molotov. Wait till he gets about in that doorway so you can light that doorway on fire. And the second you see him visible, you light him up. You see a couple baddies run right there, and they're catching on fire. Throw a nail bomb out there. You get 1 more hit on that bloater, and then lastly do another Molotov. And this is just the order I did it. So I did Molotov, nail bomb, Molotov, and it took them out. And you didn't see it, but an enemy upstairs tried to flank you and got taken out by the nail bomb that was in the door. So when you go upstairs, you'll see there's only one nail bomb left upstairs, the one that's in the middle of the room. And I'm still crouching because I wasn't sure if that was all of them. I thought that seemed just a little too easy. I thought there'd be more. And that's when I realized, oh, he gave me a nail bomb, nice. And that's when I realized that on hard difficulty, it actually splits up the enemies. So a couple of those enemies came after I got the key card. So I didn't have quite as many as I would normally. But this technique actually worked. It was actually really easy. So again, as long as you have the explosives, this technique will work for you. And you can do any combination, the Molotovs or nail bombs. I like the Molotovs because the fire sits there for a few seconds and will catch anyone else on fire that walks through it. So again, before you even start any of this, before you pick up that key card, make sure you scout the entire area, pick up every item you can, and craft every item you can to prepare. And if you actually filled up your inventory, then just do another loop after you've used a few items here, and then make sure you've got everything picked up. I'm doing the slow route here, but so that's pretty much the tutorial. This is the version 2 of another way I found to do this level. I have found playing different difficulties, it's definitely a different experience. You don't get nearly as much ammo or supplies, so I've been really hoarding my items as I get them. Doing a lot more stealth kills, but I was able to get these guys with this technique. So there we go. Again, this is Steve X. I hope this helps you out. I know first few times I did this took me forever, so that's it. Let me know if you have any other techniques that worked for you, or if you have any comments in the comments below. Again, Steve X the Gamer. Thanks for watching, and good gaming.